Hey everybody, welcome to KM Reviews. I am Middleman. Today I'm bringing you a spoiler-free review for the movie Atomic Blonde. Now this movie stars Charlize Theron and it's kind of the female version of John Wick. Should I say John Wick? I mean John Wick. I don't know why I said it like that. But anyways, I'm going to give you my rating for this movie right off the bat. And if you want to know why I gave it that rating, go ahead and stick around to find out what I liked and what I didn't like about this movie. Now I'm going to go ahead and give Atomic Blonde a one-night stand. It was kind of fun, but not exactly what I was expecting. So the story of Atomic Blonde is pretty simple, and I'll keep it kind of brief because it's also going to kind of go into my negatives. But basically there's a list of a bunch of undercover operatives that is out that Charlize Theron's character is trying to get, as well as a bunch of other characters are trying to get. A bunch of fights have ensue, and there's your movie. Alright, so what did I like about this movie? Number one, I loved the casting of this movie. Charlize Theron does fucking amazing. I don't know if you've seen those YouTube videos or Facebook videos where it shows her training, but she's literally like the female John Wick. She's really busting her ass. She herself is doing a majority of these moves, and you can tell because you actually see her face doing it. I'm sure some of it is stunt artists and stunt people and whatever, but you can tell she does a lot of the action in this, and you can see in her training she's really busting her ass. So it's good to have an actress who's really willing to bust her ass like that. Also, James McAvoy is in this movie, and I freaking love everything that James McAvoy does. He has this real gravitas to things. If you saw him in Split, you know he can do all sorts of different characters, and he's believable in everything that he does. And this movie is no different. You also have people like John Goodman, some other powerhouse actors in this movie in smaller roles. You also have the girl who was in Kingsman. What the fuck was her name? Sofia Boutella, I think that's what it is. Sofia Boutella also has an amazing sex scene with Charlize Theron that I will probably never forget. It's going to be one of those scenes that young boys pause and rewind and play again on their VCRs. It's just a good lesbian sex scene. I'm a horn dog. What can I say? I enjoyed it. A lot of people are like, did they really need to put that in there? Fuck yeah, they did. It was fucking awesome. But anyways, so yeah, I enjoyed the sex scenes. I enjoyed the acting. But yeah, I also loved the tone to this movie, the color palette, all that sort of stuff. This movie had some really great style to it. It was kind of like this dulled out, muted blue-gray kind of tone because it took place during the 80s, during the Berlin Wall fiasco. But then there was also these splashes of color, and kind of like it would do these things like, 10 Days Later or Berlin or whatever, and it kind of this spray painted drippy paint thing, and it was kind of cool. And just the neon lights kind of felt like Blade Runner or something. It just had this really interesting kind of feeling and tone to it that I just really liked. But with that said, that brings me to my negatives. I did not like the story to this movie at all. I mean, literally, I kind of understood what was going on, that there was this list that Charlize Theron was trying to get on behest of her handlers. But honestly, it was kind of confusing. I mean, they had so many code names for people, and like there was a double agent that they were trying to find at the same time as trying to get this list, which was on a watch or something, and the people are talking to other people in back alleys and using other code names, and I was just kind of confused as to who is who at times, and who is good and who is bad, and why is this person working with this person, and is that a bad guy or is that a good guy? And like I'll be honest, maybe I was a little slow, maybe my brain was already a little too fried and melted from watching this stupid Emoji movie, I don't know, because it was a pretty straightforward movie, but I didn't know what was going on. I didn't, and then at the end, I feel like there was a twist that happened, but I didn't understand the twist. I don't know. I didn't like the story to this movie. It was just a little too out there, confusing for me. Too many code names and shit, and I was just not in the zone to be able to focus, I guess, because I didn't get what was going on. But overall, I loved the action of this movie, and that's really why you go to a movie like this. The problem is they didn't have enough action, so it was a little slow and boring at times. There's amazing action scenes. There'd be like this badass fight thing, boom, 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 boom. It'd be done like that, though, and then you'd have this long stretch of like her walking around with a bruised eye going, where's so-and-so, and doing this spy stuff, but I don't know. There's really only one real fight scene sequence in this movie that's really worth going to see this movie for. I don't know if you need to go to the theater for it. It's definitely going to be a scene to remember, though. I mean, it looks like one huge long take. It looks like Charlize Theron is doing a majority of this stuff, and it was very, very well done. You could tell a lot of hard work and dedication went into that, and that was really awesome to see. I just wish more of the movie could have done that, which is why I gave this movie a one-night stand. It's kind of fun to see, but you're never going to want to watch this movie again. It does not have a lot of rewatchability factor to it. But yeah, that's my thoughts on it, guys. Did you see this movie? Do you want to see it? Let me know whatever you want to know in the comments below. And also, remember, you can follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at Niddleman. And stay tuned for more movie reviews and trailer reactions if you can handle it. Go.